D. Raja.
Thank you, sir. I am in broad agreement with the observations made by Mr. Jairam Ramesh. Sir, this bill has a very limited purpose, that is to distribute the funds, 10% to national fund, 90% to state fund. But there are certain larger questions involved. I think the minister understands. The larger question is, how are we going to protect our biodiversity? Forest does not mean only trees and cutting down some trees, planting some trees somewhere else. That is not that issue. How we are going to preserve our biodiversity? Because forest means forest dwellers, people. Forest means the animals which live in forest. Forest means a whole comprehensive biodiversity. And it is, afforestation means just recreation of forest. What is our understanding of recreation of forest? How are we going to protect our biodiversity? We discuss many things about climate change, global warming, how to mitigate the impact of those things. But when it comes to our own concerns, how we are going to address? This minister should take note. Biodiversity, the question of protecting the biodiversity, number one. How you are going to do that? Number one. Number two, the forest dwellers, mostly they are tribal people, they are Dalits, mostly. There can be some others also, but mostly they are tribal people, they are Dalits, and their livelihood depends upon the forest. Their livelihood depends upon the forest. And how we are going to address their concern, their livelihood? People are important. You cannot simply evict people. And there are instances, despite the Forest Rights Act, the forest dwellers are evicted, forcibly evicted. It happened in several states. And as a government has failed. As parliament has failed. Parliament passed the Forest Rights Act, but parliament failed to protect the forest dwellers. They are being evicted. How you are going to address that question? Number two. Number three, when you take over forests for some non-forest purpose, maybe industry, maybe infrastructure, maybe something else, but who decides? How you decide? There I think the Gram Sabha, their opinion matters. You will have to take the Gram Sabha into consideration. We may think we are chief ministers, we are ministers, we know the geography, the history, the sociology, the psychology of people better than anybody else, we may claim. But they are the people living there, Gram Sabha. They are the villagers, they live. The forest dwellers, they live. They smell the soil, they smell the plant, they smell the grass. They know better than anybody else. And we should take their opinion. And they must be taken into confidence. There I agree with my good friend Jairam Ramesh. Gram Sabha's approval, their sanction is necessary and they must be taken into confidence. And because this bill, sir, you may not agree with communists, or Jairam Ramesh also may not agree with communists, but we should at least believe in science, dialectics of nature. There should be balance between land, between people, water, air. There should be a balance. And then only you can build an eco-friendly society and you can preserve the biodiversity in our country. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.